Welcome back to the Backside Poddy. This week's episode, we are joined by Louise Jones and Rohan Haydon-Smith to chat all things local racing, state champs from the run capital of Australia, and we have an Irishman in yellow.
2 gin tonics, 2 vodkas, and a scotch.
Yes?
500 watts, please.
Now, let's introduce you to the Backsiders. Nico.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Mr. Freebie.
Good evening.
Rohan.
Hey, everyone.
Louise.
Good evening.
Thank you both for joining us tonight. And
What a
Jono.
treat.
Double parked with guests. I think this is the
Yeah.
first time.
Oh, it's definitely not the first time.
First time for me.
First time for you, yeah, mate.
It's always the first time for you, Nico.
How's the week been, Nico?
It's been a good week.
Yeah.
Nice and fresh. Certainly the winter gloves are getting a workout.
It's horrible.
Awful.
I tell you what, it's been beautiful weather though, apart from the cold.
Yeah, just after 8 a.m. it's beautiful.
Absolutely.
Just on the pro hours. But no, it's been quite nice. Just getting back on the bike, trying to get some kilometres in the legs. Nothing too chaotic, which has been sometimes good. And then, finished off the week with a beautiful Fernvale lap with Mr. Fernvale himself,
Maxie Campbell.
Surely he's a local legend.
He's got about 6 variations. So he took us on a really nice one. With
What was the variation on Sunday?
From Fernvale, we turned right. Instead of going back towards the city, we went actually towards Walloon.
Yes.
And then a little sketchy jump over the Warrego Highway and back through... back that way through, so into Ipswich. So that was really nice.
Oh, well, you survived.
Might save that as a route.
Mate, adding Lowood on, like I've done a Fernvale and you throw Lowood on, mate, beautiful. Much better than hopping on the bloody Fernvale Ipswich Highway or whatever it is. That's sketchy as.
Yeah, it was a nice little detour straight out of town. So it was a good ride all up. Alex Baker got a flat tyre.
Of course
Sanford when it was 4 degrees, which was... I let him work with CO2 on that. I'm not touching my hands.
Well,
thing.
it could be
colder.
It could be a flat tire at the back of Glorious in the middle of summer.
Yeah, when it takes about 50 minutes to get the tubeless valve out.
Yeah.
But no, he was more courteous than I was last year. So that was a really good ride all up. So week is good.
Very good.
Very happy.
Freebs?
Mate, I had a great week actually. It was I went out to Bundy via Childers. And
Childers?
Yeah. I've got 4 offices to look after out there in Childers, Bundy, Maryborough,
Yeah.
and at Harvey Bay.
Oh, yeah.
So I did a little tour out there because it's probably unlikely I'll get out to some of those offices over time. So got up early, headed out, and then...
So you did a full loop Friday morning?
No, I didn't go to all of them, but I did Childers and I stopped in there and we did a business planning session for about 4 or 5 hours, and then I made it just in time for the crit.
Yep. To see Rowan get up.
To see Rohan get up. But I had one of those like sort of just a barrier of a weekend, really. It just all started poorly at the first crit. I just didn't feel great. Like an afternoon race is just a bit of a weird feeling, especially when you've been driving up for 4 hours. And anyway, we took off under 19s, 23s and elites together. So you got 3 kind of races going on at the same time. And it was a very narrow crit track. And
Well, how big was the field?
no,
Like between
20 in
all three?
total?
Yeah, 20.
What?
On a pretty old school crit track.
20
Very
in elite or
Yeah.
20 all
Total.
up?
Oh, total. Yeah.
Across those 3 grades.
Okay, I can see why.
Maybe
they got
25?
3 together.
It's
yeah.
a narrow circuit as well, isn't it? It's like
Mate, it's no wider than the bike path.
You
Yeah,
just-
Just
crazy.
a little.
the
Just a little.
Kedron Brook Championships.
Louise is going to keep me in line here tonight, I can tell.
It actually shows if you can handle your bike.
Oh, take that. Well, that's you're very right, Louise. I got excited at one point, didn't it, Rohan? And kind of things heated up about halfway through. And the pressure was on that top corner. And coming out, I thought I'd just put my foot down a little early. And bang, straight into the concrete, into the asphalt. And my Asiomas didn't like that one bit.
Oh, no.
Peak power reading.
No, mate, it just decided to unwind itself.
Oh,
So I thought I'd snap the pedal body because
Yeah.
it was like flapping around as I was riding, like kind of like this. And I was like, oh man, I think this is the end of my day here. But it didn't seem to break, so I thought I'll just keep kind of riding. Anyway, I got to the end of the race and I was like, I'm not going to stand up in this thing and put my foot through the floor with this massive power that I can put out. And anyway, at the end of the race, I saw that I'd just shaved off like half the pedal. And there's a screw on the Asiomas that kind of tightens the pedal body onto the axle, I guess, and the last sort of 5 or 6 mil. And I'd unwound that screw when it hit the bitumen. So it was just sort of playing back in on itself about 5 or 6 mil.
Jesus.
So I didn't know what was going on, but it didn't feel great. So I was like, I better be careful here. And anyway, so I decided to just wind it up on the last lap and get out of trouble. So that was the first. That was one of 3 because I think things happen in threes. And then Saturday, I did the road race and I did the Masters 3, that one. So I took off. We got about 5 Ks down the road, and I was actually feeling really good. And I was about to take off at the bottom of the climb, and all I hear is
Poor tyre choice.
Poor tyre choice. I'm going to cop it here. Louise has taken it from Kurt. Anyway, it was a poor tyre choice, and down she goes, and I'm on the side of the road, and had to ring the ambulance, and Amber came and picked me up. Another handbag there. Anyway, I'll go back to the pub in the town there.
Brilliant.
There's only one commercial building, one property, and it's just a pub.
How good.
One town, one pub, one building.
Great location.
So I just sit on the balcony and start drinking the 4X Golds.
Brilliant.
It was magnificent. So watching Rohan charge off the front there, and I was...
So they rode past the pub?
Every time.
Oh, mate.
I know, I couldn't believe it. It was
So
perfect. And there's about 6 different groups on the course, so it was something happening every time, every 5 seconds. And I got the pleasure to watch Rohan just destroy the elite field. It was a treat, despite being rather angry with myself for a poor tyre choice. And then, then I thought I was trying to get the TT bike ready on Saturday sort of afternoon after the road race. And I was looking in my bag for the crack pipe and couldn't find the crack pipe in my bag, so I left that at home.
No.
And I'm like, I can't pump up my TT tyre.
You should have called the helicopter home, mate.
So I'm like, shit. So I go next door in the Bundy International Motel, and the bloke next to me, good old Kev, he had a crack pipe.
Mate. Did you buy Kevy a beer?
He had plenty, mate. He was on fire. And anyway, so I managed to pump the tyres. I was like, that's not so bad. Maybe that's the third thing that's gone wrong. We're all on track here. And then I started trying to just tune the gears up a little bit. And it's the first time I had a disc on in 6 months. Yeah. And that was another mistake, Louise, before you jump in on me. Couldn't get in the 11. Didn't want to stay in there.
Do you need the 11 on that course, though?
Yeah, well, that was what I was hoping.
Yeah, but you need.
But there was 3 times where I needed the 11.
Yeah, right.
I was in there and I was just slipping back out.
Just spin to win, baby.
So did the TT. It was bloody freezing. It was down to 3 degrees or just about 4 degrees when I was going through the paddocks there.
Yep.
It wasn't fun. I'll give you a photo, but I was in my track pants warming up, and it was horrible. You were there, Rohan. It was bloody freezing, mate.
Yeah, I couldn't get going at all, really. Even in the warm-up, I was jacket, long pants.
Yeah, mate, it was
for a
horrible.
while, and it was not great.
It wasn't fun. Couldn't get the 11, and unfortunately I didn't win the Elite Road TT. My mate Raphael from up at Sunny Coast, he got the job done over 8 seconds over me.
He is a good TTer.
Very good.
Yep.
Yeah, very impressed. I actually had a good ride, except for the 11 speed. I actually thought I put together a really good TT. But yeah, he did a great job, and I was disappointed to lose by 8 seconds. And I was more disappointed to have Rohan there, because I was just wanting to test myself against the best.
Yep.
And unfortunately, our man Rohan was not able to compete.
Yeah, I had a bit of a rough time at the TT. I mean, I pulled out because of knee pain, but some people might say otherwise. I did turn up in the wrong kit, so that didn't help.
Oh, mate, that was the reason, let's be honest.
Mate,
you're on the start line.
Well, they
That's
delayed
the
it by
news
half
that
hour.
travelled back to me on the day.
Sore knee or wrong kit?
Wrong kit.
Yeah, 100% it was. And CJ was very diplomatic, I must admit. It was just a bit of feedback for the Oz cycling refs. She was like, Rohan, she knows, it's World Championships. You can't wear the World Championship jersey. The Australian champs, Plappy can't wear the Australian jersey. And Rohan, you're a Queensland champ. You can't wear the Queensland jersey, mate.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
And that was that. There was some call for backwards bibs. Turn it inside out.
Hey, not a bad shout.
But he was wearing the track one, and I must have a really abrasive kind of seat on the outside. And
I wore that inside out. I wouldn't be seeing the inside of my legs anytime soon. So.
I don't think that's the only problem there, mate.
Yeah.
he wouldn't be sitting down for a week. So yeah,
That's really good that the commissaires did it sensibly.
it was
I'm
sensible.
really happy
It was
with the team that we had there. It's really good to see some of the up and coming
they did a great job.
Queensland commissaires doing a really great job and moving on to national events.
No, they handled it well. I was disappointed for Rohan's perspective because I wanted to see how the big fellow go again, or I wanted to see how I go against the great man. But anyway, I'm sure we'll tussle off next time, mate.
Queensland TT series.
Yeah, round
North
3 coming up.
Yeah, we should do that.
I like the North Arm one.
Yeah, it's a good course. I like it.
That is.
I think I won that one last year.
I got my work cut out for me. That's for sure.
Well, you got Raphael to compete against.
Yeah,
It's
mate, it's in his
ground.
home ground too.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna have. There's a bit of a hill there,
Mate, that's the best thing about North Arm, I reckon, is just
it's something for everyone. That one.
there's a bit of spice in it.
We could always pull the card that he's French and we don't want him to ride.
Oh, it sounds like Johnny's excuse. So yeah, that was the 3, the
Yep.
magical 3, and then we're cruising home, and Nico just checked in to see how it went. Thought we'd have a quick chat because I was starting to get tired. And mate, all of a sudden, bang! This like shotgun went off on the windscreen, and a bloody huge rock straight into the Audi's windscreen, Amber's car. She's like, mate, that's not cool. Bang! You should have heard it. It went off like a gun.
Is it chipped and cracked or is it
Chipped and cracked.
That's devastating.
Mate, what a shit of a weekend.
No, I don't think you could have got that any worse.
No, it could have always been worse.
It can
but
always be worse.
It can always be worse. But that was a shocker. But just quickly, I thought it was a well run event. The guys did a great job. I think it was well attended too, given probably last year's numbers. So congratulations to everyone that went out there and everyone who won.
The numbers were down on last year.
Were they?
They were
Oh, there you go.
across all categories?
across all categories.
I thought elites were up this year.
Yeah, they were. I think elites were up, but everyone must else been down maybe.
Yeah.
I heard Masters was good last year, but don't know about this year.
We were down 30 riders each day
Oh well.
on last year, so it's a bit disappointing. The club did a really great job. Regional club put their hand up to put the event on 2 years in a row, so that's fantastic. Did a lot of the work themselves. Obviously, in the background, there's a few people giving them a hand, but
It seemed like a well-run event when I was up there. What do you think, Rohan?
Yeah, I thought it was really good actually. I was a bit spectacled to go up to Bundaberg at first.
It's a hike.
Yeah, it's not too bad, but yeah, I think it was really well run and the club put in a good show for it and couldn't really fault it in many ways in terms of the organisation. I thought it was really good. And I like the road course as well. It's
Yeah.
really good. I enjoyed it.
I only saw 5Ks.
yeah, so again, we brought Olivia into our team from New South Wales. She's now part of the Queensland team. And she was amazed that she wasn't running around having to do all these sort of things because she's used to events in New South Wales and they obviously don't run as well as our events in Queensland. So
Not
it
surprised.
was really good feedback to have that come back to me during the event.
Is it going to be up in Bundy again next year?
It is not going to be in Bundy next
okay.
year, but it is still regional.
Okay.
The track is always going to be in Brisbane.
Yep.
So I think it's only fair that we take the road to different places.
Yep.
And we're working on some finances and some grants that are available to take the road champs to regional Queensland again
That's cool.
next year.
I'm up for that. I like a road trip.
Yeah. Hopefully I'll be fit next year.
Mate, you got to go anyway.
Yeah.
You just got to participate, don't you, Louise?
You do. It's always good to see Shawnee racing.
Is it?
You want an angry person there.
So the man of Bundaberg, Rohan Haydon-Smith, you said you enjoyed the road course and you had about 70 kilometres by yourself to enjoy it. Tell us about your weekend.
Yeah, it was pretty good actually. I didn't expect the road race to go that way, but I mean...
Were you bored?
No, it was actually quite interesting. I'd never had a solo break before like that.
Right, Pop.
So it was an interesting
No,
interesting dilemma I put myself in.
Vanderpool.
Vanderpool.
He is from New South Wales.
Yeah, I am.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I moved up like a couple of years ago, but no, yeah, it was good, and I'd never had a scenario like that before, so it was an interesting test of myself, and yeah, as I said, I didn't expect it to go that way, but it was good. And then obviously Liam from Cobra caught me near the end and rolled me in the sprint. And gave a nice,
did he?
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
Gave it a big post up.
yeah, had a nice celebration. Definitely gave that one to him. Nah, he's going good. So yeah,
He's
fair play
going
to him,
good.
but yeah.
But
Yeah, he had a great
he
weekend too.
wasn't solo for 70 Ks, was he?
No, I said when he caught me, I was like, mate, you're going to have to tow me here. I'm out the back otherwise. So yeah, no, he did a good job, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. Yeah, it was good to be back into the road racing as well.
Yeah, I don't see that. I don't see you much in the road.
Yeah, because I mainly just stick to the Oz stuff. So since the NRS has gone down and the QRTS has sort of faded out, I haven't been really on the road too much. But no, I enjoy it. It's good, and it's good to have a change up from the track in the mid-season. So yeah, I like it. So it's good.
Tell us about your track. You won a race earlier this year, a nationals race. What was your event?
Yeah, I was lucky enough to win the national points race and the TP with the Queensland boys.
Lucky,
Lucky.
mate.
2 jerseys.
That was a sensational race.
You can't be lucky in a points race.
Yeah.
Even you, Rohan. That was a fantastic ride.
Yeah.
No, thanks guys. I appreciate it. Yeah, no, it was good. And I think the day before I'd finished fourth in the kilo by less than 0.1 of a second. So I was pretty fired up to get back at it. But points race, using my weakest event, I wasn't really expecting to do that, but turned up and I felt pretty unreal. So yeah, thought I would have a good shot. But yeah, it all went down as I planned, and I don't want to sound arrogant, but I got to 60 laps to go and I was like, yeah, I don't think I'm going to get beaten here, which was a great feeling. So yeah.
You had some good competition too. I just loved the inter-Queensland battle for that race. Like you had Declan going real well and James was going real well as well. And it was a Queensland 1, 2, 3, wasn't it?
Yeah, James, Declan and myself.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, which was great. And I think Kirby was pretty happy about that as well. He said to us at the start of the week, if you don't go 1, 2, 3 in a race, won't be very happy. So
Okay.
Right.
hopefully we made
Curbs.
Big Boss happy. So
As long as Curbs is happy, that's the
Good
main
on you,
thing.
good on you, Curbs.
Get back on your bike, please.
Yeah.
Mate, he wants to do
come on the
Muzz again
podcast.
soon.
I want to see Curbs on the podcast.
Yeah, we'll get him on.
Putting it out there.
He's training for Muzz again. I'm worried.
Yeah.
I reckon that guy's going to come back and he's going to be as good as ever. So
He'll only come back when he's ready.
Everyone
Yeah,
should
true.
be worried. Everyone should be worried.
yeah, I would be worried.
That'll be a big day when he comes back to Muzz.
Yeah, I think the boys want to line out for a sprint for him. So that'd be good. I'm sure he can produce the power to make it happen.
No doubt. So, mate, what's next for you in this whole the grand scheme of things?
We got Omnium Nats in December, which will be good. But before then, there's a little camp with the Oz team in November in Adelaide.
Oh,
So that'll be a good foray into that area. So that'll be a good way to go. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. It'll be a new environment, new people. So it'll be a bit of a test, but I'm happy I'm getting the opportunity to be there at least, which is good. So I can't.
where do you go from there? Like, obviously, are you part of the Australian team? Like, if you're an Australian champion, do you get automatic entry into that? Like, how does that work? Yeah, like what's next?
Well, the pathway, Rowan's on the pathway now as a categorised athlete for Queensland Academy of Sport. Not quite got the figures yet and the results for the national team, but as he said, they're taking him to a camp. It's an opportunity to ride and train with Glenn O'Shea, who's the men's endurance coach, for him to see where everyone fits in. Liam's been given the same opportunity. We saw Liam at the Worlds last year, obviously, but as a Queensland athlete rather than an Australian-based athlete, whereas James is part of the Australian pathways, but both Liam is now part of that group and Rowan's knocking on the door.
Oh, cool.
If that makes sense, Rohan, to let
Yeah.
you know what's happening.
Yeah, so it's a great opportunity to follow in the footsteps of the other Queenslanders who are, doing a great job as well, like Liam and James. So hopefully I can keep pushing forwards and
Yeah, what do you want to do?
probably want to end up in LA. That's where I want to be. I think it's a
Oh, yeah.
it's a bit of a late charge, but hopefully I can make it happen.
How
You
old are
never
you
know
now?
what's going to happen? 24.
Oh, baby.
I don't think you're too old, Rohan.
No.
I meant in terms of like getting in the cycle. It's a bit late in the cycle, but
Well, when's LA? 3 years?
yeah.
Yeah. Mate, you'll be prime age.
27, mate.
You'll be ripping.
Yeah, hopefully I can get there.
Yeah.
I think that's a big goal for all the track guys, but hopefully I can be a part of it. And
That'd be amazing.
yeah, there's a lot of work to do, but who knows? Maybe I can get there. Hopefully I can.
Just got to shave your legs, mate.
Yeah, gotta get
Oh,
that.
they are done actually. They're done today. They were done on the weekend, but
He's a hairy beast. Albeit
yeah, I'm
blonde.
pretty slack in that department. So that's something I got to work on.
What do you do the rest of the time when you're not riding?
So at the moment I'm at uni doing criminology as a first year.
Criminology. Bloody hell.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I switched from international relations after a couple of years, and I'm really enjoying it. I think the switch was a good thing to do, and I'm happy that it's worked out the way it is. And then I work at the Peddler as well under Nathan, which is good.
Nice.
How's that go day to day?
Interesting, I'm sure.
Yeah, Nathan's got some interesting things to say, but he's good, and I like working there. It's
What do you do there?
I'm just a receptionist. Like,
Receptionist?
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
cute.
So just make sure you don't call on Mondays because I'll have to answer it, and you don't want that.
What, do you only work
One day a
Monday?
week.
I work Mondays only. Yeah.
Jeez.
What do you do the rest of the time?
Yeah, living the good life.
Hey, first year uni's hard. I'm just saying.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, we'll take your word for it. Very good.
On to my week, eh?
Yeah, Shawnee, what's happening in your
nice,
life?
mate.
Let me have some bloody spotlight.
Shawnee's back.
Starlight Shawnee.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I'm back. I bloody suffered from the man flu last week, and it hit me hard. I tell you, I lost my voice. I wasn't in a good state, but I've recovered. I jumped on Cootha for the first time in like over a month on the weekend. Oh my god, no good.
Heart rate high.
I didn't wear a heart rate strap. I was just
Strategic.
Like, I don't want to see these figures. And yeah, it was probably the slowest Cootha I've done in a long time, and
okay,
I was suffering. So it was good motivation.
How's the weight?
Scale's broken.
My battery's flat and I haven't even looked at them.
Scales are broken.
Everything's tight.
Yeah. No one wants to know that. But after this weekend, I got a big weekend this weekend socially. So I'll kick in a training once I've recovered from that weekend. And
See you in a month.
yeah, so probably 2 weeks away from starting training again, and then hopefully I'll be able to hang on to Rohan's wheel around Muzz.
I think we're all trying to hang on to that.
Mate, you're doing that already. You got nothing to worry about.
Mate, the other week at Muzz, I couldn't even last 7 minutes.
That was quite the sight, Louise.
It was bloody embarrassing.
You properly announced your departure. You're like, rightio, that's enough for me. See you later, boys.
I went up to the comms and they're like, "Are you all right?" And I was like, "Yeah, guess I'm pretty unfit these days." It's the first Muzz I've ever pulled out of. It was quite embarrassing, but that's
You're
all
going to
right.
be back for Darren Smith.
Nah, God no, mate. That's in like 2 weeks' time.
Hey, you can race masters though.
No, I'm not old enough.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm in that weird phase of being a master.
Isn't it 30 plus?
Nah,
35
35.
plus in Queensland.
Yeah,
If
Benny
you,
Carmen safe a little bit longer then.
Yeah, Benny Carmen. They're in my sights, pal.
but even masters is pretty spicy these days, mate.
It's almost spicier in some ways.
Ah, God, get a grip.
Oh, dear.
Here's you racing elite just to
Oh,
spice.
that's what I was going to say. I remember what I was going to say before.
Oh yeah, cut me off.
Go on, mate.
No, I was done anyway.
No, finish. You're going to say something nice about me.
Never, mate. Never.
I love it.
Well,
what I was going to say is I was pleasantly surprised and encouraged and enthused by just how many people came up to me at the Masters at Bundy on the weekend and said thanks so much for showcasing Brisbane cycling. We love hearing about all the things that are happening in Brisbane cycling, and thanks for bringing that to a vehicle that we can all have a conversation and enjoy listening to about cycling here in Queensland. So, thanks to everyone again who listens to the show each week and the feedback you give us. We do appreciate them coming up and say hello as well. Thanks very much for your encouragement.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And on a side note to that, actually, Benny Forsberg, who won the Cervelo
Yes.
S5 down in Tour Down
Adelaide.
Under, he finally got his bike built up. He's bloody riding it around the river loop now, and he's loving it. So
He's ripping people's legs off.
Did you
Congrats
put a SRAM or Shimano or Campac group?
Shimano, mate.
Smart.
Only the best for the big man. So
And talking about cycling here in Queensland, we have a very special guest tonight.
probably the most important
I think so.
guest we've had on.
We're all on our best behaviours tonight.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, we can't slip up.
Yeah. Well, we might get a fine.
I know. I'm slightly worried.
In Swiss francs as well.
Yeah, Swiss francs.
yeah,
Bloody-
I do dish them out in Swiss francs. Very rare I dish them out in Australian dollars.
Yes.
So I'd rather give you a telling off, as you probably found out.
Yeah, we know.
We've all been on the receiving end at one point.
We're all learning, continuous learning. But we have Louise Jones on tonight, so welcome, Louise.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming on.
I think most people probably, as soon as they heard your voice, your accent, they knew exactly who you were. And it's an absolute treat to have you on the show. So thanks for being here and giving up your very valuable personal time. So thank you.
That's no problem at all. As you say, gives me away a little bit where I'm from, even though I've been in Australia for 18 years and consider myself a Queenslander now. But I'll always be Welsh, and at the weekend I'll be at the rugby.
I was about to ask you.
yes.
Damn, you got me.
Up the Wallabies.
So you're a bit of a worldwide traveller. Your job takes you all across the world. You were doing the Olympics last cycle. You've done some world champs. What's your last 90 days looked like in terms of travel and events?
Oh, travel after the hectic start to the year that we had in Australia with Road Nationals moving to Perth, and then all the big track events actually happening in Queensland, all the nationals. That's quite a large job, and to get those all running. And then after that, I had a little foray to Japan, home for a few days, and then off to Korea. And luckily, the Keish boys were racing there, and I think I'm Liam's good luck charm because he won a couple of stages in Japan and then again in Korea. So it was really good to be involved with those, and a bit like a busman's holiday, take some leave and go on a bike race.
Good. Tell us about the Olympics last year. Like that must have been a bit of a treat to be the chief
No, I was actually at the Paralympics, not the Olympics. I was at the Olympics in Tokyo, but previously many years ago, I actually competed twice in the Olympics, so a double Olympian, which is always great feeling to have. So to be honest, going as an official doesn't have quite the same ring to it that other people think that it should, because to me, it's just another race as an official, whereas when you're there as a rider, it's a pinnacle of your career.
So competed at the Olympics in 92?
88 and 92.
88, 92, and in the road race?
Track in 88 and road race in 92. So I know a little bit about the road as well as the track.
I know. No wonder she gives us those fines in Swiss francs. So Louise, you came over here, was that 18 years ago? 19 years ago?
18 years ago. I arrived on the 1st of June 2007.
Oh, not long after a little anniversary. What brought you to Australia?
Myself and Phil, my husband, we actually agreed on we could both come and live here, so that was good.
What made
you agreed on it.
Yeah, well.
What made you want to come to Australia?
We'd been here the year before at the Commonwealth Games. The kids had come out as well, and we had a bit of a holiday afterwards in Australia, did a bit of touring. Sydney came up to Brisbane because there were people we knew up here, caught up with them. And the kids, we could just see the outdoor life. Things in Great Britain economically weren't going so well. And it was, let's go there. Phil had always wanted to go to Canada. No.
Nah.
Horrible cold place.
Shocking.
Had some bad races there as well. I didn't want to go back. But the kids were at the age that we either did it then or we don't do it. So we did it. So Hayley became an Australian. She's actually got an older brother as well that not many people know about because he's not really into cycling. But both the kids certainly benefited from a better lifestyle.
No doubt. But she's gone back.
Well, maybe we should have given her a job. Because she's actually working as a sprint coach for British cycling and actually out in Portugal at the European under-19s and under-23 championships this week, working with Jason Kenny.
There you go. Small world, eh? Just not for Australia.
It's crazy where cycling takes you, eh? Like, for that, Hayley's back over in Great Britain, in Portugal right now, and like, you come across so many stories. I was talking to someone the other day. I was talking to Liam, and he's telling me about the racing career, and I was just like, did you ever see yourself racing in Korea? He goes, no. I never thought I'd go there to race. And he goes, I loved it. Like, it's unreal. And I'm like, isn't it crazy where your bike takes you? Like, you just hear these stories so often, and I love hearing them because of that. And
it is. I've travelled the world through the sport, first as a rider, then as an official, and now it's part of my job. And I love it. Yeah. I wouldn't change it for the world.
Now, this... True or false, Louise? Were you the first woman to win a medal at cycling in the Commonwealth Games?
I was, yes, I was, because it was the first event.
Yeah.
Wow.
1990.
Correct. In Auckland.
In Auckland.
Did my research.
Also the first Welsh cycling gold medalist.
How's that? When you reflect back on that, how does it make you feel?
Oh, it was great. Commonwealth Games, coming from a small country like Wales, the public, they understand the Olympics and Commonwealth Games. The fact we'd already ridden for Great Britain in lots of events didn't really mean a lot. Not the same, but to come back successful from Commonwealth Games was fantastic.
It's incredible. And then you obviously done track and road. What's your most memorable race and the best result you've had, you think, in your career?
That's a really tough one. I won a lot of British championships.
10 track championships.
10 track championships, including grass track.
Grass track.
Yeah.
What's
What's
that?
that? Cyclocross.
Pretty gravel.
Huh?
Pretty gravel. Oh, dear. what is that?
It's racing on a grass track on a fixed wheel bike.
Do they still do that?
You're joking.
They still do it in
Only in
parts
Wales.
of Britain. In parts of Britain.
On pizza cutter wheels, like 19 mils.
Just cutting tracks. Really?
Yeah.
What an
Really?
experience.
This is wild.
All good fun. All good fun.
Do they wet it first?
It doesn't need a lot of help.
That's cool.
No,
That's cool.
and obviously going to the Olympics was fantastic. Competing at World Championships for a best race. I was second in the British Road Race Championship one year. We were leaving for the Commonwealth Games that night. And Megan Hughes, who's now Megan Backside, she won and I was second. So Wales had 1 and 2 in the British Road Race Championships. And we were travelling that night to the Commonwealth Games in Kuala Lumpur. And we could put one over the English. It was wonderful.
Yeah, I
Yes.
bet.
You know, so it's moments like that that actually make you feel really good and that you belong. And like, I didn't actually win that race, but I won plenty of races.
Yeah.
But sometimes you're expected to win, so it doesn't mean so much. But when you're doing something that includes other people, it's a lot better outcome.
Yeah.
So you've got a decorated cycling career, both on the track and on the road. What brought you to become an official?
Well, I knew all the tricks.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, here we go. I might learn something here.
Let's unwrap this.
Yeah, I knew all the tricks. I was coming to the end of my career. The commissaires in the UK sort of taught me into why didn't I turn my hand to commissaring? I obviously seemed to know the rules because I knew how to break them. And it took off from there. I said, well, if I'm going to do this, I want to be at nationals. I don't want to do it and be doing all the chipper races. Well, I did do a lot of chipper races as well, but I qualified, and next thing I was chief commissaire at the track nationals in the UK. So very quick learning. And then obviously UCI were looking for females and cyclists, riders, to take the commissaire path. So in 2000, I was racing in the Women's World Cup events on the road, as they were then. And at the end of 2000, I was an international commissaire.
Wow.
And 2001, I was PCP at the Women's World Cup events.
There you
So
go.
a very fast trajectory.
What constitutes a UCI commissaire? Like, what do you have to do? Do you have to do a test? Do you go to uni? Like, what's the pathway other than being someone who can get around the rules?
The pathway is to be a national commissaire in your own country first. So in Australia, we've got regional, level 1, regional level 2, then national. There's now elite national, but I did my international course long enough ago that you went from national to international. Then it was a 2-week course, residential. I went to China to do that in 2000. And at the end, there's a 5-hour exam.
Well, you're right. Do they ask you like just questions like, what about this rule?
Yeah, all sorts.
16.3 point A.
Oh, God.
Does this happen at this point?
I actually can't remember what the questions were, but I obviously did okay.
Oh, good.
And that's where I first met Pete Tomlinson. He was on the same course that I was. Now there's a practical element to that as well. And that is really difficult for our commissaires in Australia because they don't get the same experience
Exposure.
as they do in Europe. There's races in Europe on the UCI calendar
Daily.
daily
More.
within a few miles of each other. Whereas here we have Tour Down Under and Cadell's, and they're not, people probably won't like this, they're not proper races
Yeah.
in that the teams don't treat them in the same way.
No.
They don't have the bus and everyone there.
Yeah, and the driver, they behave a lot better. There's no pressure on them. You go to a race in Europe and you've got 40 team cars that you've got to manage. It's a lot different to trying to manage the event at
Yeah, I
the Tour
bet.
Down and etc. So it's really good that we've got these races. But for our commissaires, it's really hard for them to get experience to be able to move on and become international commissaires.
I bet.
Obviously-
Have many?
I think we have 6 in Australia at the moment. All of us getting a little bit older, and you have to retire from international commissaire when you're 70. So when we get to the 2032 Olympics, we'll have already have lost a few of our existing
Discrimination?
international commissaires.
Yeah, right. Interesting. You had a question, Nico?
Yeah, so obviously the rules with the UCI are maybe controversially updated every year or so. Do they make you do a refresher test, an update every year?
There's training modules that you have to do.
Yep.
Yes,
Online.
online. Everything's online these
Now-
days. But obviously, going to events keeps you fresh.
I bet. Well, talking about cheating the rules, a former colleague on the show, James Bartlett, Jim Bob, you'd know James. He got excited about 3 months ago and decided to buy himself a narrow set of bars. Spent a lot of money on them, got them all nice and tucked in.
Shorter than a foot-long subway.
Shorter than the foot-long subway.
Ridiculous.
Are you going to measure his bars?
So there is a process around the odd cycling regulations every year. It's probably next on my list to start that process for the coming year for the January the 1st changes. We send information out to all the coaches, commissaires and the clubs, ask for feedback on any of the regulations that we currently have. We look at the UCI regulations, what changes they've made. Technical commission look at that all, make recommendations as to what we should do.
Interesting. We've seen Great Britain come out early, I think, and said they're not going to follow the UCI for their local kind of racing. Do you think Australia will head down a similar path, or are we going to follow the UCI?
For the first big event, Road Nationals, that's a UCI event. So for Road Nationals, anyone who's listening, they'll have to follow the UCI regulations. As I say, we're just starting the process for next year's regulations with asking for the feedback and any other information. That all gets compiled, goes to the technical commission. Decisions are made on whether we follow or not.
Interesting. And will you measure wheels? Like, do you get out a tape measure wheels?
We
Like
do
that's-
measure some junior wheels, but it's actually surprising. I can tell the difference between 45 mil and 65 mil.
Oh, yeah.
For
So-
sure. And you
you
can
know.
tell if someone's got an 80 on as well.
But there's some of the is the envies or the reserves at 67 mil?
Yeah.
Like 2 mil is like that's gonna be hard to pick.
That'll be a tricky one.
Just change the
Especially
speakers
I
on it.
was going to have a Sickers. is that getting around the rules, Louise? Is that part of the? You like that?
That's one of
She
Louise
likes that.
Jones'
Yeah, she would have done that.
textbook tricks from back in the day.
How good.
You're catching on.
I've got you. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah, again, for national level events that are on the UCI calendar, which are our national championships, UCI rules will apply because we have to abide by them. For events that aren't on the UCI calendar, that are just on the national calendar or state calendars, then a decision will be made once the review of the regulations is finished, and everyone will know sometime during October what the regulations are going to be for the 1st of January.
Yeah, cool.
But if you are intending travelling to Perth for Road Nationals, Rohan, you do need to abide by the UCI regs. And the handlebar regs are in for road from the 1st of January 26, but for track, they're not in till the 1st of January 27.
Interesting.
Although we, in our cycling, we already brought the handlebar rule in for under 17s and younger at 350 mil last year, because there were some of those riders who don't have any upper core strength and
Yeah.
were riding really
That's fair.
silly narrow bars, and it was causing
Yeah,
safety
danger.
issues. So for juniors, we brought that in already, and
That makes sense. Did the at the track Masters Nats for the points race and other sort of endurance events? Did you ban undershirts? I heard a rumor.
not undershirts, men wearing bras that aren't to protect your body are not allowed. So under vests,
Yeah.
anything that's under your jersey has to be for protection
Right.
Really?
On track or on all events?
in all events.
Wow.
It's for warmth.
So talking about getting around the rules, I heard Plappy at the Giro when he won that stage, he'd cut his sleeves off the undershirt and made a calf sleeve out of his arm sleeve, and then put his sock over the top.
Well, he's a Victorian. What do you expect?
Is that is that against the rules?
It probably is, yes.
How interesting.
Relegated.
Take it off him.
Few Swiss francs. Few Swiss francs.
I wonder how many shenanigans there are like that go on.
There must be so much shenanigans.
A bit of advice to all these pro riders: wear an undervest because they all fall off so often. They need
Yeah.
them.
Not just a bra.
They're like shoulder pads from the 80s. How good.
Yeah, I didn't know that about that under bra.
What about a TT?
The rules are rules, whatever the event.
Then how come they've been designed the way they are then? That's bizarre that they would design those Rule 28 speed bra things.
Mine's a whole shirt.
Oh, is it?
I've got a whole shirt.
Well, I saw Finn like 2 years ago. He had one, and it was like,
Yeah, they just have it kind of.
yeah,
Yeah, a lot of the new ones just go across the top of your
Yeah,
chest.
because it's
Yeah.
hot and wear another one.
there you go.
That is so interesting.
So they're actually not allowed.
How interesting.
You reckon Vanderpoel had one on
Of course he did.
when he?
Well, is that why they're making the jerseys now so ribbed, the sleeves?
I reckon.
Another silly question, if I can. I'm indulging here. Numbers. Always you get to a race and you don't know where to put the number, what angles is it going on? Is it going sideways? Is it 90 degrees? Is it both straight? Can you cut them?
Can you put a sleeve in under your jersey, under your thing?
Yeah. And then can you go from 6 to 8 and then kind of like keep them tight in the middle there? Like you rode the UCI stuff. Where does the clubs have a very different?
So
How's it work?
why do you have a race number? So you can be placed at the finish. If they can't be read, you can't be placed. So the idea is in a road race, the commissary in the car behind needs to see you. There should be a gap of about an inch between the numbers, so it becomes really apparent what the number is. When they're overlapping, you don't know if it says 10, 106, etc., because the numbers are too close.
Fair.
Could that be because the numbers are too big?
No, there are regulation sizes for the numbers. 18 by 14 centimetres with 10 centimetre digits.
That's about
18 by 14. That's, I don't know if my waist is even that wide.
Rohan's about 12 centimetres
yeah,
wide. So it doesn't work.
Mate, he does it up in the middle.
What's that? 36 centimetres wide. That's a wide way.
18 depth, 14
Okay.
wide. So
Okay.
28.
28 power. But plus, there's a bit of rounding, and there's
So for the photo finish camera, much better to have them on the side for local racing.
on your hip, kind of,
Yeah.
Yeah.
with the direction that you're going in.
And on the track, one on the left is for the judges and the one on the right is for the spectators.
This is what I wanted to learn.
You better come to the track.
I did.
That's where it all goes.
I did, but I didn't do so
Once
well.
this year.
Track.
I'm a one turn wonder.
And again, number pockets only in time trials, and they have to be clear.
Yeah.
I saw the Cache kit. They've got number pockets in their skin suits.
And they're white.
Yeah. and
Yeah,
I'm
you
just-
can't see it.
Gaze over
Yeah.
them, and I said, Ryan, you might want to get your riders to put their numbers on top
Yeah. How pointless.
before you start the race, if you don't want to fine. So Ryan Schultz was ADS
Yeah.
in Japan, so
How
that
frustrating.
was his
for them.
message.
I was watching the Unchained first episode the other night with the Jumbo team, I think it was back then, now Visma, and they showed Jonas or one of the boys Wout trimming their numbers on the on the TV. What's your view on that?
Well, the regulations say you'll be disqualified. Well, they actually say you'll be refused to start first, and then you'll be disqualified
If you start,
if you start.
Wow.
Good start to the tour.
isn't that interesting though? Like we all see this, I guess, and go, "Oh, that must be okay."
Yeah, that's it.
So the size of the numbers is really important for the advertising. So the digit is 10 centimetres, but the number is that little bit bigger, 14 by 18.
Yeah, a bit of
That
white
allows
space.
for 5 centimetres at the top for advertising.
Yep.
As soon as you do
Cut through that.
anything to make that smaller,
You're in the
Yes.
shit.
you're stopping that race sponsors getting their advertising.
What about rounding the edges?
You know when
We've got to get Sean on the
shall I
on the
just say
regulation panel.
it's like talking to young children, and if you don't want to know the answer, don't
ask the question.
Exactly.
I'm with you on that one. That's I quite often go with the forgiveness over permission mentality.
I had to ask.
So again, if you're
He
cutting,
was asking for a friend.
Yeah, not for me. God.
if you're cutting them and you're removing the sponsors in any way, then obviously
You're dead meat, mate.
the organisation
Done.
have a big issue with that.
Crucified.
They paid for you to be there, mate. So numbers, local racing, put them on the side. If you're at the track, one on each hip kind of thing. There's lots going on in the southeastern Queensland local racing scene, Louise. Obviously, Oz Cycling gets in there for the big races, and you guys help manage and obviously comm those races. But then it obviously filters down to lots of local racing. And we had the the great man Wayne Wilson on here a couple of weeks ago, just talking about Hamilton's and the success they've had over recent times. And I guess I've copped a little bit of slack from some members of the UQ community over that. And just for those that are listening, please reach out. Would love to have someone on to come on from UQ. But Louise, I'd love to chat to you about the local racing scene and how we can, I guess, as a community of cyclists, and this is the whole point of it, is to try and improve the local racing scene. And improving, I just think, is a number of different things. One is the types of races and the variety of races, but also attendance. How do you, at the end of the year, how do you measure a successful year of cycling here in Queensland?
In Queensland, we do keep participation numbers, which includes all the Saturday local club racing, plus all the open events. And believe it or not, numbers are up.
Wow.
Really?
They dropped in COVID, and they're now back to pre-COVID levels. But I think some of that is down to the fact that on a Saturday, you can go and race with Balmoral, you can go and race with Hamilton, you can go and race with whoever else is putting on an under as well that weekend. Sometimes Life Cycle, they were on last weekend. Uni, as you said, change of committee, etc. Things not going so well, but they're starting to pick back up. There's too much club racing on at the same time. That certainly affects the numbers when it comes to open racing. When you can go and ride on a Saturday morning in 3 different locations,
Where do you go?
take your pick.
Where do you go?
And it costs you $15.
Yeah.
And then to put an open race on the open road where traffic control costs have increased horrendously, more than doubled in the last 3 years. So it's more than a 50% increase. Clubs can't afford to put on open road racing. So unfortunately, we're getting a situation where everyone just loves Saturday racing and are quite happy not to progress to open racing and support those events.
Wow. That's kind of the vibe. I just didn't think there was as many people. That's definitely the vibe, though. I mean, we spoke about we've got chat groups that go, who's racing this on this like a Thursday before everything starts closing off, and we're like, let's all go to this one because there's more people at this race, and we will jump on that one this week, and then a bit of variety. Let's go to Lakeside this week, and then it's now let's go to Uni this week, and it's just
It would be really great if all the clubs talked to each other and didn't all run every Saturday, but sort of took it in turns, and then you'd get a bigger field for your event, and the clubs get better supported then.
Yes. With in regards to like the open events, I know a pretty standard rule is no club racing is to be held when an open event is happening on that weekend. Would a potential solution to get more people interested in the open events would be put like a blackout ban for 2 weeks prior to that open event on club racing, so it gets people hungry to race?
Personally, I love that idea, but the fight back from the clubs would be huge.
Yeah.
Under Oz Cycling, we're still operating the legacy sanctioning at the moment in each state. So in Queensland, that's a distance of 100 kilometres.
What does that mean? Okay, so you can't hold a race within 100 k's of
an open race.
Okay.
So
that's why there was racing on last weekend when the state champs was on back here in the city.
Yeah, because, and I will say Balmoral and Hamilton, both clubs didn't put an event on to support the state championships, even though it was in regional Queensland. But unfortunately, we did see racing from UQ and Life Cycle. And when people know those events are going to be happening, it does stop them maybe going to support the open racing.
Potentially.
But as Oz Cycling, there's been a lot of work happening on the sanctioning document, so we will be the same throughout the country very shortly. And I think we might lose out in Queensland.
What does that mean?
It means the distance might increase where you can't hold bronze level racing when there's a silver level event on the same day.
I think that's fair enough too.
It's a bad thing at all.
Because like, as you said, the cost to run these events is just getting astronomical, and you need participation there to fund these sort of events.
Would you have a number figure for the people listening at home on what it costs to close down roads for a weekend?
Well, the Balmoral Junior Tour, which was only on a couple of weeks ago, which encompassed juniors, under 19s and ladies, the traffic control costs for the Saturday were over $20,000.
It's 1 day.
For 1 day. So you can't bring that in from the entry fees. You have to have outside sponsorship.
That's incredible.
And
that's a bit, I guess, we're trying to help everyone understand this process, because I mean we're all learning through this process and trying to work out ways to overcome these challenges. You can't overcome. You need traffic management. I completely understand, but how do we? Is it numbers of people that reduce the costs down, and you can subsidise it somewhat in terms of the cost, those costs, so you can run more events? Like, what is it that an event needs other than a lot of sponsors? What else does it need from the participants to be able to support the event?
Well, it needs support from the participants.
Riders.
From the riders. Obviously, you need volunteers and officials as well, but you need support from the riders, and that doesn't seem to be forthcoming because they have too much choice. We do have less open events this year than we did going back 4 or 5 years. The events are still not well supported in a lot of the categories.
Is there a requirement from Oz Cycling or higher that clubs have to do a certain amount of racing, or
there's currently no requirement.
it's just the way it's kind of been?
It is. Queensland, I think, do quite well.
I agree.
When I look at what happens in other states, and obviously I'm involved in lots of things that aren't really in my job description, but being who I am, I just get involved, and been helping the Victorian office today with some queries they had over their state gravel champs. And we've got the gravel champs in Queensland for the first time this year.
Nico's eyes just light up.
Yeah,
Look at him go.
Being held in Rockhampton, because again, a proactive club that want to put an event on. So
Yeah, good.
the Queensland Cyclocross and Gravel Championships are being held in Rockhampton in August. So anyone who's looking for a weekend away, there's camping available up there. I, for one, will be in a hotel.
Don't blame you. So Louise, what for those out there, obviously we know you as like the I guess the queen of commissaires. What is your technical title at Oz Cycling?
I'm the head of events track, so I lead the delivery on all the major track events that we have in Australia, which are national championships. Rohan talked about getting ready for the Omnium Champs. I have actually been doing some work on the project plan today for that event. It all comes under my remit. We ran the Track Nations Cup in Adelaide in 2024. I led the delivery on that. A few nightmares with logistics around the facility. It's not as good as Anamia's Velodrome, but the money came from the South Australian government.
Bless them.
So the event was there. We got some big events coming up in Perth next year, taking the National Juniors Track Series there and some international racing because we got some funding from the WA government. So I'm working on the project plans for those events. National Championships hopefully are going to be in Brisbane until at least the Olympic Games.
Well, let's talk about that, because there's something big coming up in 2030, the World Champs.
Right, 2030 Track World Championships in Brisbane. Elites, juniors, masters and para all taking place within a month.
That's incredible.
It's going to be fantastic, and to get the opportunity to lead the delivery on that, I'm quite excited about.
You can see your face
job.
light up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really encouraging.
So is there, not only is it a logistical nightmare to organise that, but Anameers, what sort of work will have to happen at Anameers to host an event like that? Will they have to build more grandstands?
And then the Olympics.
Yeah, and then you got the Olympics.
Yeah, so
follow.
obviously for World Championships, we'd look at bringing in some more temporary seating.
Yep.
If you were there when the Commonwealth Games were on in 2018, I think it was held 4,500. There's actually only 1,500 permanent seats there. It was a fantastic opportunity. Everything was buzzing when the Com Games were on because Australia were riding well. Kirby was still Australian in those days, so there was a lot of Brisbane interest in the track team. Walked back in there a week later, I just felt so deflated. They'd taken out the temporary seating back to a training venue. So yes, for the World Championships, definitely more seating going in. Probably the track surface will get sanded before then.
That'd be a hell of a job. Mate, imagine the angle trying to rip some sort of sanding belt through that.
Mate, that's hard work, eh?
Do they go up and down or around?
They go around. They go around.
Round and round.
And then obviously the Olympics. Brisbane thought it would be a really good idea to have the Olympics in August. Has anyone been to Brisbane
too
in
cold.
August for the temperature?
It's too cold.
It's cold.
It's not too bad.
Mate, it's fresh.
So for European TV, the majority of the events in athletics and swimming, cycling, when they get the big TV audiences, will be in the evenings.
Oh, it'll be cold.
Fresh,
it will be
mate.
cold.
Yeah.
The velodrome has no heating.
Oh, it doesn't get cold.
The
Yeah, but-
velodrome is freezing.
No world records are going to be set on that track in August.
Just get it air conditioned.
They have to put heating in. That is a big job.
I'll sort you out.
He's full of hot air, isn't he?
So we've got a canvas roof on the velodrome, which is a great idea for letting light in, but it lets all the heat out. So something it has to be a new roof and it has to be heating
Oh, wow.
for the Olympics.
Just wrap it in some alfoil.
Simple.
Yeah,
Hey,
a lot of
we are engineers here.
Mate,
Yeah.
it's not that hard.
a lot of people didn't do a lot of thinking when they thought about August for the Olympics.
Should have been September, you reckon?
At least early October.
Is it like late August or like...
Well, no, July, August. So
dear.
end of July to
Everyone's going to go, oh, the Sunshine State. Like, you're going to get all this world tourism and everyone goes, oh, we'll have to bring my puffer jacket.
it is, and they're talking about the opening ceremony in the evening on the river. Cold.
Mate,
You're Welsh. You should be used to the cold.
that's why she left.
Yeah,
First thing she said
exactly.
today is cold.
Yeah, I live in Queensland. It's meant to be warm.
Correct.
No, I think like the Olympics will be successful. Hopefully, all the venues constructed, the rail link works, and it brings a lot of people in. But
Not
it is
sure
going to
that-
be very cold, and there's a lot of work to be done on that.
That rail links, I'm not sure what's going to happen with that. It sort of seems like a bit of a waste of money now.
What, the rail link or the
cross- the cross river.
Yeah. I think it's still good.
No.
The athletes can warm up at the Gabba, hop on the train,
3
go
minutes.
to Vic Park.
3 minutes you're there. Put the village there.
That'd be an interesting way to do like an opening ceremony for a race. Start them at the Gabba, put them on the train, get them to walk out in front of the new Vic Stadium. That'd be a good way to go.
Easy comes brewing.
This is what the stadium
Hang
could
on.
have been.
Here comes cart A. It's Team Australia. God, it's got to
Yeah,
get back the
so-
same way now. Hold on. We just got to go pick up the next lot.
So again, it's a fantastic opportunity for Brisbane to be hosting the Olympic
is.
Games, and for us cycling, we're already looking at events after that to continue the legacy.
That's cool.
Not that I will be, because I'll be well retired by then, but we're definitely looking at big events in all through the 2030s coming to Brisbane.
That's
Very
exciting. So would that mean almost permanent grandstands at Enemies to fit 4,500 people there?
Yep.
I would love that.
Yeah, that would be ideal.
Are you a big fan of the track Blackline series? What do you think of the getting a bit more excitement into the velodrome?
Yeah, obviously I gave them quite a lot of help last year to get it off the ground. Not officially an all cycling series, but I acted as race director for all the events. We supplied the timing. We helped them with the program, etc. What we didn't do was go on Facebook and ask for money, because if as all cycling we'd done that, I can imagine the social media that would have taken off then. But Bear, for all his faults, his heart's in the right place, and he does a load of great things, and he just went and asked people for money and they gave it. Unfortunately, it's not so forthcoming this year. Because the first event is only 2 months away and they're not organised yet. Unfortunately, I've been trying to work with them last week to get it off the ground for this year. Hopefully we'll get there because more track racing is needed.
It is.
Yeah, and we're breeding future Olympians. Like it'd be cool to see a few of these young fellas and girls on the track at Brisbane in 2032 and at the World Champs in 2030 with Rohan.
Yeah, I will say in terms of the
Oh, here he goes.
Oh.
He's just lit up there.
in terms of the junior track scene, I think that's how I started originally, is in the old NJTS scene that was done by Oz Cycling, and I used to love those events. They were a great weekend away and a great way to sort of kickstart the pathway, if you like, and the sort of lifestyle you live as someone going through the ranks of cycling. And yeah, they really set the base for, the transition into under 19s and elites. And I think if we were to lose that, it'd be quite tough to get as much participation coming through the door. So a series like that, I think, is really important to keep that flowing and keep interest in the sport, especially with the Olympics coming up. The more interest, the better, I think.
Good thing that's written into my job description then, Rohan.
Hey? Who and with that series, is there any reason why is it capped at 23 under 23-year-olds?
That's what Aaron Bear
Yeah.
and Glenn Lake, who devised what they wanted, that's what they
Chose.
stipulated.
Well, that went down many different rabbit holes there, Louise. Thank you for that. I found that rather enjoyable.
Yeah.
I learnt lots about numbers that I didn't think I'd know.
Do not round your numbers.
Could I get someone disqualified if I called them out for
Yeah,
for cutting their numbers up?
Don't be a snitch.
snitch?
No, so if I went to Liam at the Omnium and said, "Hey mate, you cut your numbers and
Yeah.
you'll be right," and I went to Louise,
I
get him
think Liam
disqualified?
knows better than to do that.
That's great.
So everyone's heard it here first. Don't cut your numbers. Don't play games. Louise is all over it.
Doesn't stop the Tour de France athletes doing it though.
Mate, they're there chopping them up.
Every night. Well, every before every stage. They got cool numbers though. They stick on the back of their jersey.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
They'd have different numbers for every day.
I owe you a number from last weekend, by the way. I'll bring it down to the track just before you realise it.
You've already been invoiced for it.
The invoices are coming out next week.
Oh, well, thank God I got in early.
There's three lots missing
Number 8.
and one transponder.
I gave back my transponder. I just forgot to give my second number back.
Yeah, there were 3 people
TT
that did
does
that,
that,
and
right?
I said TT riders.
Yeah.
Right here. Anyway, I've got it. I'll bring it back. I promise.
Yeah, because people think, oh, I've just one number, it doesn't matter. But if we can't use that set of numbers, we have
Yeah,
to buy a complete new set.
No, I genuinely
Okay,
left it at
so-
the accommodation.
You're joking. So you drove back up.
No,
the
like
bloody-
when the race was on, and because I hadn't checked out yet.
Ah, yeah. That old
Before I get in
chestnut.
trouble, I don't think you'd realise it was me, did you?
I hadn't looked at the list.
That's the only reason she came tonight.
Yeah, she's coming for a number.
She's on a hunt.
Yeah, repossession.
Yeah.
But again, simple things like those numbers were taken home on Sunday night and washed because otherwise they'd be smelling.
Yeah.
So all these
Oh,
little
yeah.
things
I'll put it through
that
the wash.
riders don't understand.
Or appreciate.
That the numbers came back to my house on Sunday night, even though I wasn't at the event, and they went in my washing machine.
No,
So
beautiful.
that's why the pins have to be removed, eh?
That's it, because
no.
the pins stick in the washing
That's
machine.
why they're all rusty, mate.
That's why all the Balmoral ones are rusty.
Oh. Mate, the one you put through, Hamos and Barramore, you put those massive like, nappy pins through it, and it's like,
Mate.
you feel it go through your jersey like it's gone, like, ugh.
They're proper wind catchers.
Yeah, it's just like,
Just while you got your tetanus shot, eh?
yeah, I know. When was the last time you had your shot done, Sean?
When I broke my face last time.
Mate,
Anyway, there's been a few crashes at the Tour de France, a few broken faces there, I reckon.
yeah, there's plenty.
Should we do a quick recap of that?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yep. Aussies aren't doing too well.
Nah,
Aussies aren't back.
they're not back.
Yep.
Ben O'Connor was up there last night.
He was hurting.
We
He
need
was
more.
suffering.
We need more from him.
Michael Storer was up there last
Yeah,
night.
Yeah, we just had a hire.
What was it? 4th for Ben last night, 5th for Michael.
He couldn't respond though.
No, well, Benny got across to Yatesy, and then Yatesie's gone, nah, champ.
So yeah,
Hold on. Another 30 watts here, and Benny couldn't hold on.
Click, click.
That's it.
Freebie think it's the S5, but it's just a VO2 thing.
Mate, it's one of the two, if not both.
Well, Freebs thinks it's the S5. That's why he's buying a new one.
What do you think of the S5, Louise?
Waste of money. The bike's only as good as the engine on it.
Amen.
Love it. That's 6 watts though, the new one.
6 watts.
And a half.
You're in dreamland, mate.
Yeah, love it.
When you have to change your wheels and your handlebars, won't be so good.
No. I had to change my brakes today, so everything's falling apart in me.
Did Joshy get your R5 sorted?
Yep.
How are they going?
Don't know. I picked it up today.
Oh, yeah.
It's in the back of the car.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Joshy, I don't think we've mentioned he had his operation today. He's all good. He made it through. Praise the Lord. Low heart rate for him for the next couple of weeks, please. We're thinking of your brother.
Yeah, Joshy. All the best, mate.
Yep. All right, let's get back to the Tour de France. What's been a standout for you so far,
Mate,
Freebs?
there's 3, and I won't still because I know one of yours is MDVP. And
Oh, yeah,
I'll let you.
Yeah.
That was outstanding. So
Sensational.
you can talk to that. I thought last night was outstanding.
Mate. Last night being stage 10.
Stage 10, sorry.
Proper racing.
Proper racing. Strategically brilliant. EF, that was phenomenal to throw, 4 guys up in the break,
Yep.
ride like the wind, and then just shell one off after another, and then
It's like Cobra 9's Pro Velo strategy,
it
really.
felt like that, eh? Except poor old was it Liam who couldn't get the job done?
Wasn't called Dagon off the back.
Yeah, all right, mate. Righto, mate.
Tour teams learn from Pro Velo. That's where they get it.
Yeah, that was an absolute highlight. The way Ben Healy done it. First Irishman since 1987.
Joking Irishman.
Token Irishman. Token.
He's from the West Midlands.
There you go. Why is he a token?
So-
Was he just born there?
His
and then,
father was born in Ireland.
Yeah, wasn't he British until 2018, I think? We're riding on to Britain till
Oh, really?
2018 or something.
oh, well,
Yeah.
Johnny would claim him regardless. We know that for sure.
He sounds Irish to me.
He does sound very Irish.
Oh, West Midlands, black country accent.
Oh, yeah. It's like if you said Brisbane's got an accent, Adelaide's got an accent.
does.
I've got no idea.
Pool and school. So yeah, that was cool. I thought that was amazing, and for them to strategically go for the stage win, and then for Ben that was his goal, and then obviously for the team to get yellow, I
Mate.
thought was just one of those moments that probably those sort of smaller teams don't get those opportunities very often. I thought it was absolute classic. I don't know what everyone else thought.
Watching Harry Sweeney on the front early in the stage was great.
Drilling it.
Well, he lasted a lot of the stage, to be honest. He lasted to like 40 Ks to go or something. He was ripping strong turns.
Must have been some unreal numbers.
Oh, unreal numbers.
I don't know what Visma doing though. Like just throwing haymakers up the climb to try and take on Poggy.
It was a bit weird.
Oh,
They've been a bit all over the place for most of the tour, haven't they?
Yeah.
Throwing everything at them and they're not getting anything out of it.
But
It'd be interesting to see what they do in the next couple of weeks.
the one consistent thing has been Jonas has stuck to Poggy's wheel like glue.
Yeah,
Like legit has not moved a centimetre off it. He's doing a good job of that.
he's good at that.
Yeah. But I guess what...
But UAE had no one last night.
Yeah.
Poggy was completely isolated.
Yeah, and I guess that's why they were doing what they were doing.
Yeah, but he had all the answers.
Yeah, then he just did a nose breathing attack and almost dropped everyone.
He's going to win all the jerseys, and UAE.
Well, he's just dropped out of all the jerseys. He's like,
He's just playing them.
yeah,
And then
he's like, I don't want a jersey today.
The team will win as well.
Oh, nah, I think Visma will win teams.
Nah, that's why UAE were drilling it last night on the
No.
keeping the break.
Who have you got left to win the teams race with? They've obviously got Poggy. They got Yates.
No.
Almeida's out.
Almeida's out.
Anyway, I reckon they're going to do the clean sweep.
Tim Wellens, he was rocking the polka
Yeah, he's
dots.
going good.
Yeah.
He's going.
But Visma's got Jorgensen in fifth at the moment too. So that's why they're in teams.
He's
We'll
probably
see.
got the opportunity to stay there as well. He's
Yeah.
probably up for a good top 5, I reckon.
Yep. 100. He's riding well. He's looking comfortable.
Yeah.
Then he'll leave and become a team leader somewhere else.
Mate, you could say that about both those
Didn't
teams.
Didn't Jorgensen just sign a massive deal to 2030 or something?
Yeah. 2028 or something.
It's
Yep.
even longer.
Yeah. Don't know.
Anyway, that was my favourite stage by a mile.
Yeah.
I must admit, I did enjoy Remco getting up for the TT. That was just a sneaky little add-on there. I did enjoy that immensely. Nico, what's your favourite, mate?
I think not last stage, but the stage before is probably my favourite, but not for the main reasons. Like the racing was good with Van der Poel going off the front, but I guess just to put into context how much of a different sport it is, there were some crits we did last year in Nunda, and we did 50 Ks an hour for an hour, and everyone got off the bike and thought, man,
I'm knackered.
that was fast, that was quick. That
we
was
all
unreal.
thought, let's go world tour.
We were all pretty tired, but there were a few hitters out town. Well, a few hitters back from overseas, and it really made it proper racing. But that last stage, I think stage 9, the bunch did 50 Ks an hour for 3 hours in crosswinds with 1,000 meters of climbing in the middle of a tour. But then Van der Poel did most of that off the front with
So
his
good.
teammate Jonas. That just puts how much of a step above it is.
Context.
You can't really that's the only way to wrap your head around it, is do an A grade for 50 Ks an hour and under and feel shattered, and then realize these guys are doing it day after day after day.
Well, Jonas's power for that stage, 356 watts for 3 hours and 45 minutes.
Sickening.
That's disgusting.
And he only weighs about 45 kilos.
Yeah.
Is that what he did?
Well, not Vingegaard, but Rickard. He's a little bit bigger. He's got a little bit of a...
Hey,
gut,
not on the
yeah.
gut, mate.
But that's impressive, right? Like,
It's a lot of power.
very impressive. But the thing I loved most about that was Van der Poel said that tomorrow we're going to go for the most combative award for Jonas because he's never been on a Tour de France podium. God, he's a good teammate. Like,
What a bloke. Absolutely.
if I was to pick a super team, he'd be on it
He's a GC.
every day of the week.
It's
And-
crazy how he can play any role.
Yeah,
He can be a leader at Flanders. He can lead out Philipson whenever he wants to.
yeah,
And then he can just say he's going to go off the front and just make it happen.
yeah.
He could just do whatever he wants.
It's so good.
Yeah,
That's why he's been world champion.
Correct.
true.
And got the Lambo sponsorship.
Oh, mate. That's what I like.
And the watch
And the watch
sponsorship.
Yeah.
Did you see he had like a brand new, I don't know what brand of watch, but it was a yellow.
Richard Milley.
Yeah. I was like, brother, that's like 300 grand on your wrist.
Rolling around on the race with it.
Yeah. God. Lucky for some, eh? Here I am asking for a $4 pay rise, and it's like,
You're not worth it, mate.
you know what?
Just got to
Get that-
add
get
more
that
value, Sean.
Get that Anamias Velodrome contract.
Yeah, go and secure
Yeah,
that, mate.
mate.
Go and secure that, mate. You might get your $4.
That's it.
Louise, what do you reckon about that? Is that a bit of inside trading there?
Definitely.
Can you help us? Help Sean even?
What about you, Rohan? What's been the standout for you so far?
I wouldn't call it a standout. I think it's how bad Red Bull have been. They haven't been
Yes.
doing
Who?
anything.
I
Red
love
Bull,
that.
yeah.
Yep.
They haven't been doing anything. They haven't been trying to be proactive. And Roglic and Lipperitz already 3
Well,
minutes down.
Primoz has even said he doesn't really give a shit anymore.
Yeah, and it's a bit
He's got his money from Red Bull. He's got
it's a
his
bit
wings.
sad. Like they're the third biggest team in the race. They've got a good squad, and they're just not making it happen.
Yep.
And they're not trying to make it happen.
Mate, that'll piss Red Bull off.
Yeah, I'm not getting a contract anytime soon. I don't think. But
I hate their new kit as well.
The Blue Nicks.
Oh,
yeah, Blue
it's-
Nick's on it.
it's
The one
terrible.
last year was great.
Yeah.
Full black was great.
Unreal. Sign me up. But the Blue Nicks, Jesus. Who designed that? Who actually signed off on that?
Someone.
Yeah, God. Louise, how about you?
Oh, I just enjoyed watching all the racing. I think it's been really attacking racing this year. I've managed to stay up most nights.
God.
to
That's
watch it.
impressive.
I did crack last night, unfortunately, and woke when Ben Healy was getting the yellow jersey.
It's good when you see the last bit, but then you're like, oh, damn, I'm awake now. And you're sort of stuck for the next at least half hour.
I know. But that is the one downside to living
Yeah.
on the other side of the world.
Yeah, it is.
The racing
Sucks.
is on a funny time for us. But no, I think it's been really good racing. It's been good seeing more Aussies in there, even though I am British. I do like to see the Aussies going well. You know, I'm in compassed in the Aussie scene, so it's great to see riders that we've seen come through the ranks up there in the World Tour and doing well.
It was a shame to see Jack Haig crash out the other night. That was a pretty nasty crash too. I think 10 guys went down.
Yeah, that was a nasty
6
crash.
Ks to go. That wasn't pretty to see.
Yeah, he was looking good on that stage as well in the front bunch with the bunch of a pretty select field.
Yeah,
It was looking good. So yeah,
it was a real
a
select
shame.
field. To me, a standout to me was Ben Healy winning the stage a couple nights ago. That was another just
Super aggressive.
full
ride.
send Rohan attack. at state champs, that's where Ben Healy took his inspiration from.
Mate, you won't do that again, will you?
I'm not doing that anytime soon. But
But
I'll happily say he took inspiration from it.
Yeah. But like that's so cool to see, and the fact that he's backed it up and now is in yellow.
Pretty cool.
How long can he hold on to yellow?
Well, he's got an extra day because it's a rest day
It is
today.
today, yeah.
Rest day, and I think stage 11's rather.
Yeah, Thursday, I think, gets hard again.
And when's that uphill TT?
I think it's stage 13.
Yeah. That's pretty soon.
Yeah. So
That is Thursday, isn't it?
I dare say that's when he's going to lose it.
Who do we think is the favourite for an uphill TT?
Ah, mate. Did you not listen to the show last week?
No.
Mate, I don't know. It's so hard. I think Poggy will get it.
Pale pants him.
Mate, I don't know.
It'll be a pantsing.
Yeah, he just dances on those pedals.
He does.
It'll be a pantsing.
But Jonas...
30 seconds.
Jonas is looking real strong.
Nah, he was shitting the TT.
Yeah, well, it's a different TT, bro.
You're talking to the TT expert.
Mate,
Don't need a
power's
10-tooth
power.
cog on this one.
Mate, power's power.
Power's power. You don't have to tell me, brother.
I wonder if any of the non-GCers will do any good in that TT. Any of the non-GC climbers. Maybe some of the Astana guys like Tay Harder or something.
Yeah, if they get on the
Might just rip
blood
it up.
bags a couple nights before.
Never know. It is Astana after all.
Exactly. I am sus on that team. What do you reckon, Louise?
She can't make a comment like that. Pass.
Well, I think that stems back to when they won the Olympics in London.
Oh,
Not
yes.
very.
There we go. Enough said then.
Vinokurov did the Grand Fondo World Champs last year in Masters and just rode past everyone like they were standing still.
Did you see him on the? He was so jacked on the.
Mate, he was
podium
like
as
He-Man.
a 55-year-old. Bloody insane. So, what's this news? We've got a bit of stuff in the shopping cart, Freebs.
Yeah,
Should we bring it back?
I thought it was time to bring it back.
Should we do a quick shopping cart?
Let's do it.
We haven't heard this for a while.
Ole, ole, ole! Go catch a freebie shopping cart!
How good's that, Ron?
It's pretty good.
You like that, don't you?
Didn't expect that, but it's good.
Well, Nico alluded to it earlier that the Visma guys have got a couple of tricks up their sleeve, and they have a new breathing sensor that everyone probably knows about that's been approved by the UCI. Have you seen that, Louise?
I was reading about it earlier in the week.
She signed off on it.
She signed off on it. Vital Pro have made this breathing sensor. It's manufactured by Timeware, and it basically measures the expansion and contraction of the chest cavity. What does that mean, Shawnee?
What? Yeah. What is the point of this? Tell me.
Well, it allows you to understand measure the breathing rate, which gives the ability for them to reference the tidal volume, so what's going in and out. A lot of people do a VO2 max test on at the uni or wherever it might be, and they have the mask and they do all these different protocols. This will give you an accuracy of 95% of that test pretty much constantly. Mm-hmm. So, Rohan, have you done a VO2 max test?
Yeah, I did one on Wednesday actually.
You
They
joking?
are the most horrific thing ever, and the mask needs to be declassified. That thing is disgusting. I never want to see it again. It is awful. Yeah, they're just fucking terrible. I've got no good things to say about it.
Imagine if you had this on your little chest, mate. Just breathing, catching your breaths as you go past every time.
Well, you're not breathing like that when you're at 180 beats per minute. You're like your little dog, mate.
Like Ruby just getting excited there. But it's the most accurate way to get lab sort of performance testing in real time. I think for the most important thing, it basically allows you when you're racing to understand how you're performing. So, obviously, probably back in I think it was the 70s when heart rate monitors sort of came in and everyone was like, oh my God, this is going to change the world. And it probably did. This is basically the next best thing they reckon that's coming out, because it allows you to understand what your VO2 is, but also how hard you're training to then in the race understand how hard you're performing in a race, because you pretty much can't train like you race. I think everyone agrees with that. And this basically means at race level, you can see in real time how your body's reacting to what's happening on the road. And right now, everyone's sort of going, oh, well, I can do 400 watts for an hour in training. Well, what does that mean in a race, and how does that impact you throughout?
What training are you doing, Freebie?
Not me. I'm talking these
hour?
pros, mate. These are pros.
That's on his dodgy Asioma pedals.
I'm dodgy now. So I think it's
Cranked up the offset.
cranked up the offset. But I think it's going to be interesting to see how that unfolds. Some of us obviously Visma are a fair way down the track, and I'm sure other teams have been using it as well. It's probably hasn't got the publicity. Would I buy one? Maybe.
You could be the next airbender if you get the Wahoo with the wind sensor, your Ghibli.
Mate, you'll be like
everything.
You'll be like, oh, Freebs, what's your CDA currently? Just wanting to know all the data from me.
Just tuck your head in.
But it's in the cart. You'll be thinking about it for a little while.
Yeah, it's definitely going to just sit there on one of my 400 tabs that are open my screen.
Yeah.
And I'm going to give it some thought, because I reckon I want to see a bit more information about it, but it's going to be cool to see. I think we can bring it down to our level about how hard you're working in a race, as to what's left in your tank, if you know what I mean, in terms of what you've expelled. Because you kind of right now, it's either you're cramping or you just can't push hard enough to keep up with the guys. But if you know what you've done in the last hour, like say metros, and you go, hey, there's still XYZ left in the tank, because right now you don't know what your tank is essentially.
Yeah.
It's like having a battery indicator. on what your ability is in terms of to keep going.
So it takes away the clever riders who know how to manage. You're making everyone into robots.
Basically.
She's going to rescind her approval. Take it off you.
Next thing, the Garmin's going to be AI, and it'll be analysing you and be
In
like,
real
whoa,
time.
whoa, brother, just ease up here.
Yeah, but the brakes
Rowan.
up the road.
Too late, pal.
Yeah.
Sit up, Rowan. You don't need to be away for 70k an hour.
What do you think, Rohan? I can see you giving a bit of a nod to my my theory here.
Yeah, I think VO2 is a good test of fitness, regardless of how fatigued you are. Your VO2 is going to be kind of similar all the time. So it'll be a good way to take out fatigue from training, I think.
That's the other part.
And take out heart rate, because heart rate will vary with your fatigue. And as long as your VO2 is within a certain range, you know you're working as hard as you need to be.
Yeah.
That's why you have a good coach, though.
Yeah, can't go wrong with Kirby. So I'm sure he'll be onto it.
He'll be all over it.
You're at Reco Day tomorrow. Your calendar's just updated. Being nice to Kirby.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Anyway, so that's the shopping cart this week, Shawnee.
Mate, I loved it. I'm glad it's back.
Ole, ole, ole! Go catch a freebie shopping cart!
Now we'll do a quick debrief of the mountain this week. 417 people tackled it.
It's not bad, 'cause, it's bloody cold it is.
I was one of them. Thank
How
God.
weird is it at the moment when you go
Welcome back.
When you go up
Thank
there,
you.
it's freezing at the bottom, and you get about halfway up, and you're like, "Can I take all these layers off?" Because it's like 10 degrees hotter up the top.
I did it during the day, mate.
Nah. Righto, pro rider.
Oh, on a Saturday, mate.
Thought we had most of last week off.
Whilst you're at Bundy.
Yeah.
But the Hammer, he's back hammering it up.
Jeez,
along with
that's
Philly
quick.
Clark. They do a Friday smash.
That
And
is quick.
7:33 and 7:39
4:64.
respectively.
464.
He's punching some waddies.
What do you think of that, Ron?
It's pretty impressive.
It's pretty
Can't go wrong-
impressive.
Can't go wrong with that.
Big
He's an old
power,
fella
hey?
too.
That's pretty good.
I think he's M3.
Is he?
Yeah, pretty sure he is.
You could.
It's not bad for an old fella.
Hot competition there, mate.
He's gonna go straight past me like I'm standing still.
Then we got the Ducker,
The great man.
mate.
Saw him this morning.
Mr. Consistency
He
is.
actually gave me a little comment this morning on my Strava post.
Oh, that's cute.
With your Garmin riding around Sylvan Road.
Did you see that?
Hey, did you just ride up Sylvan Road? today,
Literally my Garmin today. This is hilarious.
mate? Freebs has a very dodgy Garmin.
This is my Garmin today. Have a look at this. This is absolute classic.
You are joking.
It's just up and down on Sylvan Road.
44
43.
kilometres.
Have a look at Louise. Literally, I just done laps of Sylvan Road.
Mate.
And
Sort it out. Come
anyway,
on.
Ducky goes to me on here. He says, here he goes. Well, Ducky goes, could have sworn I saw you on Cootha. Baker goes, another freebie airways special. And then, that was quite enjoyable.
Here we are. Freebies social media.
So, yeah.
Bloody expertise. But in the women, we had Flora Johnson, 10:46. Well done. And Kat Crosh,
She's 22 seconds faster this week.
mate. She's
getting
ripping
ready.
it.
She's getting ready for a big event.
So she is doing a big event, and it's on the 22nd of August, and she's doing an Everest of the backside,
Why not?
and that's why she's Mrs. Consistency.
She'll be local legend soon too.
Yep.
Putting the work in, kicking off at 9 p.m, she says. And hoping
Didn't
that's
she
on
learn anything
Friday.
from Ren's overnight sort of kind of antics up the backside? There's all sorts of craziness happens up there.
There's-
All the
Yeah.
crazies come out.
some fast drivers, but
9 p.m. would be pretty sketchy. But anyway, so she's doing it for a good cause.
She is.
It's for a charity called Red Kite,
Mm-hmm.
and that offers support to families experiencing childhood cancer. So it's
Good
never
one to get around.
never a pretty thing to go through. So it's a great thing to get around. So we might have to join her for a few reps, I reckon.
Yeah, I'll come out.
22nd of August, get around it. And that's about it. Who's our third? Oh, Liz Fancourt, forever consistent as well.
Hang on, I got one for Rohan.
Oh, yeah.
What's your fastest time at Cootha? mate?
Oh, here we go.
I actually don't know.
Do you want me to look on?
Yeah, you probably should, because I wouldn't
Let's
be
do
able
a
to
quick Strava.
Have you had a good go at it?
Not from the bottom of backside. Everything I've done has been from the planetarium on
Yeah.
the backside,
Yeah.
which is not
Bit
great.
longer. You like the longer efforts?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I reckon I could be around 7:30.
well, you'll be
Ah,
sub
you'll
7
be-
easy.
You'll be better than that because I'm 7:26, mate.
What's your fastest time at Mount Cootha, Louise?
Well, I'm not on Strava.
Oh, you're not?
So, no.
You could have been famous after tonight.
Secret training.
Had all the followers.
Here you go.
She's got
Do you-
a she's got a pro
650,
cycling
you're
profile.
sub 7.
Doesn't need it.
He's sub 7.
There
Of
you
course
go.
he is.
When
How
did you
many
do
watts
that?
was
I
that?
wonder when I did that.
No heart rate, no power. 2nd
Yeah.
of April,
On the back of
2023.
team car.
23.
Tour of Brisbane.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That was savage that day. I remember that.
That was Lambo going to town. wasn't it?
Actually,
Yeah.
I think that's when I got my PR too.
And
I
Rohan,
was 20 seconds behind you.
are you going to be racing with the Cobra 9 boys this year?
Yeah, will be again. It'll be good. Good to go around again. It's a great place to be. Wouldn't change it. It's a great group of guys and run by a good bloke, Nathan. So yeah,
And you work there, so you
Getting
better
around it.
protect your
Yeah.
8 hours a week.
got to protect my job there as well.
Yeah. Just got his pay rise by mentioning Nathan all night.
Please, Nathan. I love it.
No,
might-
Nathan's done a lot of good for the sport.
He has. He came on here just after Pro Velo and had a lot of good things to say about cycling and his views on the things. So it was
A
great.
lot of good things about Pro Velo.
He did.
Didn't see any of the things behind the scenes with Pro Velo. Though,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Yeah,
The
it's-
organisation left a lot to be desired. It was good for the riders, not so good in a lot of other ways.
Well, there's next year.
Room for improvement?
Always.
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 Always. Yeah, next year's plans are underway. They've got funding from Jerry Ryan for another year, and then we'll
See what happens.
be interesting to see what happens.
It will be.
What's your take on Jack Ward? So Jack Ward,
Jack Wood?
Yeah.
Jack Ward won, but now he's signed with Little Trek. Should that stagiaire ride go to Zach?
Well, he's already got one.
He's got a ride.
Yeah.
Israel, yeah.
He's with Israel.
He's
and then,
stagiaire for it.
and then Blake's at FDJ.
Just keep passing it down.
But let's
the
just
list.
pass it down the list.
Till
Yeah.
Christian
And-
from the Gold Coast
Yeah,
gets
Christian.
it.
and Jaco doesn't have a stagiaire. No one wants to stagiaire for Jaco.
So
Oh, well.
stage contract isn't,
It's nothing special.
no. Look at Declan.
Yeah.
Well, mate, you can wear,
A
you get to wear
lad
the
with
kit.
loads of talent, but not what they wanted.
Yeah.
Quite happy to have you at the end of the year when no one else wants to ride and you get sent to the shitty races with no guarantee of anything. That happens a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, there
I
was
still think it's a worthy prize though for, most of the juniors out there or that probably aren't going to get a crack, and maybe they'll make something of it. And I think I'd rather get that than a new frame.
For sure.
Yeah, there was talk about them giving it to Baudry, the guy who won the 23
Yeah.
Oh,
road
yeah.
race. But it seems like they're just going to forego it and give it to Hamish McKenzie, I think,
Oh, yeah.
from their dev team, which would be all right as
Yeah.
well. So can't really go wrong. But it would be good to see one of the guys from the Aussie scene go in there.
Be
For
so
sure.
good. Be the only Aussie rider on the Aussie team.
On that, we'll wrap it up, eh?
Yeah, Louise, thanks so much for coming on. It's an absolute treat that you gave us your private time. So thank you very much. We really appreciate the insights. It's great to have someone on so decorated onto the show as well. So thank you for everything you do for cycling on behalf of everyone. Appreciate the conversations you want to start having as well, and we're here to support that as well. So thanks for everything you do for cycling.
No, thank you guys. Been an enjoyable evening.
We'll have a wee dram now.
Maybe one or two. I need to keep warm for the rugby on the weekend.
Go the Wallabies.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for joining us, Rohan.
Yeah, no worries.
Thanks, Rohan.
Yeah, it's good to be here.
I'm glad you
It's fun,
enjoyed it. Yeah, glad you enjoyed it, mate.
And
All right.
Until next time.
We'll see you all next week.
Thank you all.
Cheerio.
500 watts, please.